All right, today we're going to talk about section 6.1, solving quadratics. This might be the most difficult section of the entire year. Let's go to work. So, solving quadratics. You've already read this. Somebody tell me the ways that you read about to solve quadratics. Don't every hand go up at once. Blessing?
Graphing, factoring, completing the square.
Graphing, have we learned how to do that? Yes. Factoring, have we learned how to do that? Yes. Completing the square, have we learned how to do that? Yes. Section done. I mean, that's it, right? We either graph it, and when we graph it, what are you looking for?
Zeros.
The zeros. What's another name for the zeros? X-intercepts, the solutions, the roots of the quadratic. Yeah, that's what I'm after, right? So we've already done all of that. Now, are we perfect at graphing? No, some of us still need some work. Yes, and depending on which format it's given to us or in which form, and what are the three forms that we could get one in, get a quadratic in? Standard form, vertex form, that's my favorite and easiest one to graph, and intercept form, aka factored form. Factored form. I want us to write those down again just for fun. Let's insert a page here. Well, let's write these down one more time because this is such a difficult lesson. There are three ways to solve quadratics. The first one is by graphing. And then it depends on which form. We had three forms. We got standard form. Standard form was ax squared plus bx plus c. Yes. Then we have vertex form. And vertex form is a times x minus h, quantity squared, plus k, where h, k is the vertex. And then the final form was intercept form, aka factored form. And that is a x minus p times x minus q. Remember, we had a quiz way back when and gave back those three forms. So I know that you know those, okay? Yes, I get it. Sometimes we forget a little bit. We got to refresh ourselves, and that's okay. That's kind of what we're doing. So the first method was by graphing, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, today I'm going to put our emphasis on this graphing, and I think you're going to like it, okay? What was the second way again? Second way we can solve a quadratic. Yes? Factor it. We can factor. Teach me how to factor. Teach me how to factor. Yeah, we've already learned how to factor them. If it didn't have a leading coefficient, we could split in signs. If it did have a leading coefficient, we used the box method. We got pretty good at it. I'm just being honest. Got pretty good at it. And the last method we used was completing square. Complete the square. Now, completing the square is considered by most people to be one of the most difficult things to do, and you guys made it look easy. Okay, so boom, there it is. There's unit 6.1. I actually, there's going to be a fourth way. Go ahead and cancel that. There's going to be a fourth way, and we're going to start learning that right now. And the fourth way is this. It is section 6.2. It is the quadratic formula. It is the quadratic formula. All right. Let's start learning the quadratic formula. Would you please repeat after me in the same tone and manner that I say it? You ready? Negative b Plus or minus square root. B squared minus 4AC. All over 2A. Negative B. Plus or minus square root. B squared minus 4AC. All over 2A. You're going to memorize that song. That is the quadratic formula. Okay? Quadratic formula is used when a quadratic is given to us in standard form. The A, B, and C are the A, x squared plus bx plus c. That is these three values are the A, B, and C that we use in the quadratic formula. We're going to learn all about that tomorrow. Okay? I will tell you that this chapter is going to be very, 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 very fast. Okay? It's going to be very fast. And here's why. Let's look at a problem. Sorry. Let's look at a problem. Let's do number 1 together. We're going to do number 1 together. Now, I'm actually only going to do one problem for you today, and then you're going to be on your own. So pay attention. Okay? I'm going to do one problem for you, and that's it. So, let's do number 2, just for argument's sake. Number 2. I like it better than number 1. Number 2, notice that we have some value on the right side. First of all of these quadratics we've done so far, they've always equaled 0. We need them to equal 0. So if they do something crazy like this and it equals something else, we got to take care of that first. So how do I get this to equal 0? Yeah, subtract 28 from both sides. So I now have x squared minus x minus 30 equals 0. That quadratic is in standard form. We like it. Now, it doesn't really matter what form it's in. I can do this method that I'm about to show you, which is graphing, no matter which format it's given to me. So I don't have to change it from intercept form to standard form. I don't have to change it from vertex form to factor form, anything like that. I can plug it in the way it is given, as long as it equals 0. Is that clear? If it doesn't equal 0, I do have to move that over. So now, given that, we have this equation. We're going to solve this. It says solve the following using any method. So the method I'm going to use today, graphing. Why graphing? At this point, and this point moving forward, it's going to be very easy. Why? Desmos. X squared minus x. Oops, thank you. I don't have my glasses on, sorry. Minus x minus 30. What are my solutions? Here and here. What are they? Negative 5 and 6. Now I'm going to be a little specific with this. My solutions are negative 5, 0, and 6, 0. Everybody agree with that? Now, I want to show you something kind of cool. You don't have to, that's all you had to do. Boom, that's it. End, done. I just want to show you something cool. If I were to factor this, if I were to, you don't have to, I'm just saying. If I were to, it would have been x plus 5, x minus 6. You can go back and check me later. What are the solutions if I had factored it like that? Negative 5 and 6. Isn't that cool? So all of the stuff that we've done so far comes back into play, and you can use that knowledge to help make sure you're doing it right. But what do you really have to do? Plug it into Desmos, find your solutions. Questions, comments, concerns. You do have to make sure it's equal to 0. Your homework tonight, you'll have the rest of the period to work on it, is 1 through 27. That's right, you got to do all 27 problems. All 27. Good luck.